What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I apologize for being late. I'm trying to find this. I'm actually. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm gonna play the original video because some people probably don't know who this woman is, and it's very important because I want to show y'all the timeline of where this woman started at versus where she at now. I noticed she has a YouTube channel. She has over 100,000 subscribers. And I want want to play what she originally went viral for, and then what a subscriber showed me recently. So give me 1 second, you guys. In the meantime, please hit that like button on your way in, please. Um, oh, sorry, 105,000 subscribers. Okay, then. Yeah. So give me a moment, you guys. I want to find the other video because she went viral a few years back when she made this video. So I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, man, like she done came a long way, haven't she? Like, I just can't believe. Yeah, there it is. Hopefully, this is just her and not somebody else talking on top of it, but seem to be the only one I can find. Okay. See, man, how everybody doing tonight, man? Well, it's morning over here, obviously. Oh man, let me see. Y'all know me. I like to send them to my email so that way I can play them without any commercial. Without any commercials, we'll try to make that happen. All right. It looks like that's gonna work out. Cool. All right, give me 1 second, you guys. I can get situated. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Tell you, man, this is crazy. Mm-mm. All right, so Medium Man on her too. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Medium Man, man. Oh, okay. I see you try to call me Isaac. I got you. You want to know what's crazy? Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Like, I actually woke up early. I woke up like around 7:15, and I was like, I can go back to sleep real quick. Yeah, see how that turned out. Oh man. Yeah, for some reason I've been having trouble sleeping, man. I don't know what it is, you guys. Be honest with you. So I'm about ready to get some damn melatonin. Oh man. We got the usual suspects in the building. Jaquan Murphy, that's a new name. What's going on, brother? I am Alex What, man. I'm a moderator. Can you do me a huge favor? The link to my latest music and my travel channel, can you drop those in the chat for me, please? I know I just saw somebody in the chat say they like the intro music. I'm like, bro, I'm like, the intro music is ancient compared to all the new stuff I've been putting out. I've been dropping a mixtape like literally once a month. Um, just to give you, well, first of all, let me go ahead and cam up. Uh, I'm so busy running my mouth. What's going on, y'all? I'm so busy running my mouth. But yeah, man. Appreciate that, bro. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Um, so we'll say I am Alex. What? That's if you still there. Joshua Smith. I don't know, man. I'm like, but I've been. If you referring to when she went viral a couple years back, I've been had that. I've been knew about that video. I don't recall anybody ever sending it to me. The video that I'm gonna be going over that she recently did was just like yesterday. It was sent to me yesterday by a subscriber. Um, I've actually had this subscriber on my channel before too. Um, I can't remember what the subject was about off the top of my head, but I remember I had him on. I had a few people on Global Passport Crew, and like I had Global Passport Crew on, and I think like a couple other subscribers. I know he was one of them, and Maurice, who watches a lot, he was one of them. So Joshua, I'm not sure if that's the same one we talking about. Oh yeah, I guess that's good to know, Harvey. I am Alex. What man? What happened to you, bro? Where you at? Okay, well, Joshua, the video that I'm talking about, she literally just posted it yesterday. So you must be. So you talking about a different video? I am Alex. What? Can you please do me a favor, man? Get the link to my newest music and my travel vlog channel. Throw that in the chat, please. Joshua Smith. I think I know which one you talking about, but what I'm talking about is a little bit more recent. All right. Let me see here. So let me go ahead and get ready to share the screen. Wow, I am Alex. What does that? What's going on, Pooh man? I see you. Let's see. Give me 1 second, you guys. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Vietnam, man. I'm like, I'm not. It's funny. It's not like I'm burnt out on Pattaya, but I'm just like, I'm already looking ahead, man, because Vietnam is on my bucket list, man. So I'm like, I guess you could say I'm anxious, man. Like I'm ready to go, man. So yeah, you guys, I leave for Vietnam Thursday, and I'm gonna do 30 days up there, and then I'm actually. So I guess I'm gonna do this, man, real quick. I am Alice. What? Copy the link for monk mode deactivated. That's what I need up in the chat. Um, so I'm leaving for Vietnam next Thursday. I'm gonna do 30 days there, and then I'm actually coming back to Thailand for about 3 weeks. Um, Richie Mack is doing his 100K celebration during that time, so As always, like I say, man, I try to be a man of my word, and I've been saying for months now that I was gonna be here. All right, you know what I am? What I am, Alex. Don't worry about it. I'll do it. Um, OC Mac, man. Yeah, I got hats. Y'all stupid. I see y'all in the chat. Y'all goofy, man. Um, Let me see something. So, give me 1 second, you guys, because I am Alex What is on his phone, so we can't really. Let me see. All right. I want to get this out the way before I get started. Yeah, I figured. That's why I said don't worry about it, Alex. I got it. Yeah. So I guess now y'all understand why I named this particular mixtape Monk Mode Deactivated, because I knew around this time it'd happen. Oh man. So man, talk about method to madness, man. Oh, okay, Global Passport Crew. Well, yeah, I mean, and I've gained a lot of new subscribers recently. I've gained about 2,000 subscribers like in the last couple weeks. So I guess I'm like kind of trending like that one way again. But let me see. Let me make sure my levels are all good. All right, let's keep it moving.
Hello, this is Rebecca Lynn Pope coming on real quick. You guys know that I have been swamped lately, but I promised I would come on and just share my viewpoints on why women are just many women. I'm not going to say all women, but many women are very, very unrealistic about their standards for men, dating, and marriage. So I'm going to give my opinion on this. And now, listen, girls, I'm about to be very raw. I'm about to be very real. I'm about to just shoot it to you as just straight as I can because I'm hoping that this helps somebody. Because as you girls know, I'm a matchmaker. And for a large part of the end of last year and beginning of this year, I stopped matchmaking. And the reason I stopped matchmaking is because I literally I can't handle female clients. I was a matchmaker that matched females, and I had a few male clients, but predominantly I was matching women. And listen, it was such a valuable lesson for me because what I learned is that the average woman doesn't really want just a good man. She doesn't want a husband. What she's really wanting are these standards or ideas that she has of what a man is supposed to be. But this is nothing what men are. This is not realistic for who men are, how they think, what they value. It's just this preconceived, idea that women have of who men should be. But this is not reality. Okay. So, literally, the standards here that I see consistently in women that stay single, do not get married, and the difference between women and wives is understanding one, that men are not women. He's not going to be your best friend like your best girlfriend. You can't talk to him like that. They don't talk like that. They don't talk that much. They're not so sensitive and girly the way we are as women. So if you're expecting a man to be all super sensitive and so considerate and just so everything like your girlfriends, you're barking up the wrong tree. He's going to hurt your feelings all the time, or else you're going to feel like he doesn't communicate because you're holding these standards like he's a girl. I'm sorry. Leave that to your gay guy friends, or leave that to your guy, that your bestie guys that talk kind of like girls. Your man that you're going to marry is not going to be like that, right? The second standard is this: you're comparing good men to, I can't say this, F boys. I'm just going to say it. You're comparing good men to the men that you've experienced previously who were not ready to be husbands, that you were just dating, messing around with. I mean, literally, there's a distinct difference between marriage material, men who are ready to be husbands, and these F boys that you've been messing around with in out of these situationships with for years. And so now you have this standard for a man and a husband based on these dudes that have just been playboys, fun, boy toys, whatever you want to call it, girls, okay? You can call it whatever you want. But now you set this standard to say he's supposed to look like this, he's supposed to act like that. Oh, you know what? He's too corny. He likes me too much. He texts me too much. Yeah, because the men that you were messing with, you weren't even the only one. They don't text you right back. They don't call you right back because they have eight more just like you. So a man comes along that is crazy about you and is interested in you, and I'm sorry to say, you have friend zoned the men that really you're compatible with, the men that would make a wonderful husband. A lot of you have friend zoned the good dude who's ready to be a husband and a father and give you some pretty babies. Because the other thing is men do not look like us. Let me be clear about this. We are the fairer sex. God created us to be beautiful, not men. If you get a pretty boy and they super fine and they in the mirror more than you, honey, rest assured, he probably got some habits that go along with that. He needs all the attention from all the women because he likes to feel like he's it. And if he's actually bigger than you, you got a problem. But the problem is you looking at visuals and thinking that men are supposed to look like us or be just as gorgeous as us. No, that's not how God created this whole scenario. You are the fairer sex. You're the beautiful one. You're the gorgeous one. You're the one that men go to war over. You're the one that men literally will kill for. You're the one that they're out here trying to make all this money to impress you, to get you. Quit looking at men. Is he 6'2"? Is he look like Boris Kodrow or Idris Elba or Michael Ealy? Do you know the percentages of men? This is what I just would die to say to my matchmaking clients and the people that would come in for consultations because they want to be matched. And they're coming to me. I'm sitting here just being a good woman. So I'm thinking these women just want to be married. These women just want a good man. Nah, boo, that's not what they wanted. What they want is, if I'm going to pay this money, I want me a Michael Ealy. I want me a Boris Kodjoe. Well, look, boo, Boris Kodjoe's married. Last time I checked, Idris Elba's taken. These men are such a small percentage of the population. Do you guys understand that for a man to be over 6'2" is less than 3% of the population? And we're talking all men around the world, less than 3% of the population. Now you take out the gay guys and you take out the guys that are not black or whatever race specific that you prefer your husband to be. And you take out the men that are broke, and you take out the players, the men who are just not ready and who are not ready to get married, aren't even looking for a wife, don't want that responsibility yet. Think about these numbers. Less than 3%. Less than 14% of the entire American male population is over 6 foot. Less than 14%. And that's all the married men and the men in prison, all of them, girls. So you're sitting around here like, oh, he's got to be 6 foot and he's got to look like this and he's got to make 6 figures or 7 figures. When you start at just height alone, do you hear the percentage that I just gave you on just height? Just height. And if you add in what he looks like looking like Idris and making money like this and that, honey, look, you looking for the come up for real, because I don't know where he's at. I was matchmaking. I would be like, man, I would go find these incredible men, and they would be like, oh, I would never date him. I'm like, I just went and found a freaking pilot, ex-Falcons player. Are you serious?
Now, y'all heard that, right? She said she would find these incredible men. And she mentioned the height requirement, right? So keep in mind, this woman is talking as if like she didn't have any issues finding great guys. But because these women were so specific and standards were unrealistic, she quit matchmaking. But she didn't have any issues finding great guys. They just didn't meet these women's unrealistic standards. That's what you're hearing. That's what I'm hearing in this video. So I don't. So I'm like, yeah, you go. I'm gonna let this play some more. So I'm like, y'all can really see the 180. It's crazy.
But he don't look. It's like he's got to be perfect. But you're not perfect.
Exactly.
You got issues and unresolved issues, and you got a temper, and you're bossy and you're controlling, and men don't even like to be around you long term. You run everybody away. You think you're so much the ish that you're bougie and vain and stuck up, and men don't like it. And you wonder why you can't keep a man. You wonder why nobody wants to be around you. Sweetheart, listen, get nice. Be sweet. Men are simple creatures. They're simple, but your standards are standardizing you right out of the game. Everybody else is getting married. Everybody else is having babies. But you steady like, oh, I'm not settling. I'm not going to settle. I know what I deserve. And you know, even when I post those type of memes, I'm like, you know what? There's some real stuck up women right now that are about to read this, and it's going to reinforce literally their false standards, their ridiculous standards. You know what? I'm not gonna settle. But in the meantime, boo, you're not even half the things that you have on your list as requirements for a man. You're not even half those things. But you want that in a man. And you don't want to build with anybody. You don't want to build a life together. Listen, honey, you better find yourself a Build-A-Bear. You need to find yourself a Build-A-Boo. Okay, somebody that meets some requirements of who you want in character, your values, integrity, right? Lifestyle, goals, vision. Where are you two going together? Purpose, passion. Somebody when I made this post, everybody went off on it, said, what did you compromise on when it came to Mr. Poe? What did you compromise on? Listen, girls, I'm writing it in my book right now. I came from dating Mr. Gorgeous. I came from dating Mr. Trainer. I came from dating Mr. Baller. I was flying here and doing this and that. And at the end of the day, all of them were players. They were F-boys. I know I'm not supposed to say that word, but I don't have another word for it. Y'all want to turn hoes into husbands the same way men want to turn hoes into housewives. And that's just not how it works. Because until a man is ready, he is not going to choose you. It doesn't matter how you put it down in the bedroom. It doesn't matter what kind of values. It doesn't matter how big your butt is and what you look like. Until a man is ready, he is not settling down. And literally, I'm literally writing this. So my compromises came because I had these standards just like most of you that were way up here because I had all these experiences that created an appetite. It created a false standard in my life of what I thought I deserved or what I thought I needed. But yet it was a false standard because none of them were men of God. None of them were carrying Pope. None of them literally had their values. They weren't good husbands and fathers and brothers. They don't take care of their mama. Literally, these men lacked all the values that really matter in a marriage. A husband is totally different than dudes you date out here, these dudes that are just playing around. A husband is a totally different animal. And so, like many of you, I had these standards. I had a type. Let's be real, girl. I had type. My type was businessman. My type was CEO. My type was getting it done. My type was literally go-getter. 6 and 7 figure men running companies. Those are the only kind of men I was in relationships with. Okay, that's what I was committing to. I played with some boy toys from that instead of F boys. Okay, boy toys. I played around thinking I was trying to be serious because of lust. So many of you have fallen in lust, and then you think, and now you want love, and you're trying to compare it to lust, and that's not how love works. So you date Mr. Gorgeous, and he's got the 6-pack, and he's 6'4", and he's chocolate. And then you date the Mr. Baller, and he got money, and you in the Benz, and you whipping, and you flying, and you drinking, and dinner, whining and dining. And at the end of the day, now you created an appetite for yourself, or you, better yet, maybe you haven't even experienced it for yourself like me, but you want it. So you're on Instagram and you're looking at people's lifestyles, and you're looking at people on the scene, traveling and doing all this and comparing yourself and saying, why can't I have that? I want that life too. And then when a good man comes along, you're comparing him, saying, no, he's not giving me that lifestyle. I want that I see other people having. I deserve that. I'm just as pretty as that. I need to get me a man that's a baller too. And
Sounds like what she was describing was being alpha widow. That's pretty much all I hear. This I remember her going off, man. I haven't watched this video in a couple years, man, but man. Please hit that like button, y'all. But to see her talk like this now in comparison to what I just saw yesterday, man, and shout out, that's the name of the subscriber, man. Shout out to Naraya, man. He the one who sent me the video, man. I'm gonna play this a little bit. I might just play this to the end, man. It's only about 7 more minutes, but it's crazy. She went off.
And so now you have these false standards, whether you've experienced it or whether you just want it. That lust of the eye, whether you're just you might not have ever experienced it, but you're saying, well, that's what I want. But either way, you're messed up, boo. Either way, you're not getting married. And if you do mess up and get one of these dudes on a string and get him to marry you, you notice I said get him to marry you, you're going to be in so much trouble because he ain't going to change. We have clients right now, married clients, try to turn a hoe into a husband, and he's still hoeing around even though they're married.
Like that, like Derek Jackson. Ooh, my God. I had to shoot him, y'all. I'm sorry, bro. That was too easy, man. If you lob me up a softball, I'm gonna swing for the fence. This Derek Jackson and Denia Jackson, that's the perfect example, bro. I still can't believe that woman dealt with all that cheating, leading all the way up to getting married. Bro, I tell you, bro. These women really need to start being a lot more honest, man. They really do, bro. Dealt with all that cheating through all that time leading up to getting married and still married that man. Was still cheating right before and after. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm over here having a little bit of a roast session. Let's keep it moving.
He still got women on the side, and he doesn't want to let his wife and kids go, but yet he still got this thing for having it on the side because he has an appetite an appetite for it. And that's very hard to change unless someone's changed before you marry them. So you understand what I'm saying about standards. Your standards for a husband have to change. Right now, you've got to make up your mind about some values and some character. Who is this man? What does his life look like? Who is he? Because it's going to be way different than your boy toys. It's going to be way different than what you've done. So my compromises for me, I'm going to answer that specific question. I'm going to get off here because you know I'm rushing to come on and do this. My specific compromises were that Mr. Pope, when I met him, was not rolling in money. I said I would never date a pastor, and he's a pastor, right? I was running from that calling on my life. Didn't want nothing to do with that, okay? Until I accepted that calling on my own life, that's when I was prepared for my husband to come. So financially, he wasn't what I was used to. He's not the CEO-driven businessman. He's more artistic in nature. He's creative in nature. He's a musician. Totally different than everything I had experienced previous. I know, right? Alicia, I'm just, look, I got this built up, girls, because you know I don't match y'all for matchmaking no more. So I can tell y'all the truth. I can be real and raw with it because I don't need your money, right? I only match men. Now, you want some dating coaching and you want it raw and real so you can make some changes so you can get married? Hit me up. lifewiththepopes.com, dating coaching. I do it with women all over the country to help them get their standards and principles right. Okay? Oh.
And you know what? I'm glad she said that, because that's what the real problem is. And for somehow, some way over time, she forgot that. Why? I don't know. But over time, she has forgotten about that. Because that's what the real issue is. That's what the real issue is. Matter of fact, I think I just mentioned this in one of my recent videos. And I'm going to refer to these women as Western women because we got some of my Filipino subscribers in the chat. Shout out to Julietta. I'm actually probably going to see her when I go back to the Philippines, which reminds me, I was in the middle of telling you guys my schedule plans, at least where they at in a moment. So I'm going to be going to Vietnam next Thursday. There for 30 days, coming back to Thailand for 3 weeks. I'm going to do the 100K celebration with Richie Mack for his channel. Then after the 3 weeks there, my plan is to go to Bali for 2 weeks, which Bali is on my bucket list as well, you guys. So that'll be 2 bucket list locations knocked out. And then after Bali, I'm gonna go back to the Philippines. And then from the Philippines, I'm gonna go back to the Matrix for about probably about a month and a half. I got to get some music done again. And then from there, I'm probably going to go to Colombia. And that'll be like around October. And then depending on how the timing goes, I may try to squeeze in some other trips before I come back to the Matrix for the holidays. I was considering just staying overseas for the holidays, man, but I really don't want to do that. Considering, how long I plan on being gone. So pretty much like September, maybe part of October, and pretty much I want to say the end of November all the way up until New Year's. Those are probably going to be the only times I plan on being in the country, or being back in the state, should I say. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much my game plan for the rest of the year. Kenny Peoples, are you serious, bruh? After that woman you sent me You said that that was your ex, bro. You don't need my help getting hooked up with any women, bro. Jesus Christ. Like I still remember what that woman looked like that you sent me. Crazy as hell. Like you don't need my help at all. Matter of fact, I don't. Well, I take that back. I know why you want to travel and find something abroad, but we all for the same reasons on that. But like, man, you don't need my help getting women, bro. You good, bro. All right, let me share the screen with you guys so y'all can see this. Nope, not that one. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, look, see, you over here laughing in the chat, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, bro, this man sent picture of his ex, bro, certified baddie, look like an IG model. He over here talking about me. Give me some, give me some help, man. Hooking you up, nah, bro. You don't need my help. Oh man, super chat, man. Shout out the beautiful lies, man. I mean, I've been like, bruh, let me tell you, bruh, this trip to Pattaya has been so humbling, man. Not only have I been treated like I'm a celebrity out here, but to see other content creators that I've been watching for a long time are watching me now is crazy, man. Shout out to Beautiful Lives with the $20 super chat says salute AMU. See you in Pattaya for Richie Max 100K celebration. El Guapo, man. Shout out to El Guapo, bro. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that so much, man. I really do. I really, really do, man. Salute to El Guapo, bro. I'm telling you, man. I had no idea, man. I saw him in the comments when I when I interviewed Richie Mack. I was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Wow." Yeah, man. Pattaya has been a humbling experience, bro. I'm like meeting other people. I've met so many people that watch my channel. I've been stopped in the street, and now other content creators that I follow are watching me, man. It's a pretty dope feeling, man. And the channel is trending in the right direction. At the pace that I'm going, I'll probably hit 35,000 before I leave for Vietnam next week. So, man, much love, man. I appreciate that. All right. Now let's keep it moving. So this is the video that was sent to me yesterday, you guys, from a subscriber named Naraya. And like I said, I've had him on the show before. And y'all saw the first video. Now the first video is like years old. She literally just posted this yesterday, you guys. Check this out, man. A complete 180.
Hello, beautiful people. I took yesterday off since it was the end of my 30-day live challenge. And now I'm back today with another video. And this video is for my Black lovely ladies who want to get married. I've been having these conversations lately. And I also taught in Divine Dating Workshop with Bliss last week. We did a 3-hour Q&A in the Divine Dating Workshop. And I'm going to take my time with this video today. I'm not going to rush because there are some very key points that I need to make. I said some things inside of the Divine Dating Workshop as women were asking me questions that I realized there were some main key points that I have not probably said publicly, but I was saying them inside of class. And I could tell some of them were really shocked by some of the things that I had to say. One of those things being, and now this video is going to need to come with a couple of warning labels, because I'm sure it's going to trigger some of you. Some of you are not going to want to hear what I have to say. But let's just remember, I'm married. Okay? Been married.
Now, when she said what this is going to trigger some of y'all, she was referring to men because what she says, I probably say 90% of women are are going to agree with everything that she said. You know what I mean? Just to show you the idea, the delusion that we dealing with in the West. But let's keep it moving. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, she tried to sneak this, man. You can't get that shit by me.
Married. Been married a couple times. Okay. I know what it is to get married, attract a husband, date someone, convert, court, get engaged, be married, right? So I'm going to take my time. One, I have gotten in trouble before for saying Black women who want to exclusively marry Black men. We are in the middle of a crisis. Black men are in crisis. And anybody who denies that Black men are in crisis is ignoring the data, the science, the research, the statistics.
All right. I'm so glad she mentioned statistics because somebody earlier in the chat listed a whole bunch of statistics that I'm actually familiar with. So yeah, look. Look, I'm already seeing WTFs in the chat. Yo, now that's why I played the first video for you guys. The first video is probably, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4 years old. And what did she say, you guys? I would find all these great men and these women didn't want them. I would find all these great men and these women didn't want them. So you mean to tell me just in the span of a couple years, now all of a sudden there's a shortage? Really? That's what we're going with. Shout out to Bandana Travels, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. That man said, just tell a Black woman you just got out of jail and she will love. Oh my God, man. Yeah, you might be right about that one, unfortunately. Let's keep it moving, man. Jesus Christ.
It is not a figment of your imagination that there are not enough eligible Black men to marry. You are not imagining that. It is real. By the time, and like I said, I'm going to take my time with this. By the time you take that Black people are only 11% of the population, Black men being half of that 11%, by the time you remove the gay men, by the time you remove the mass incarceration, that when you see the populations of these prisons, and it is predominantly Black men that are, these prisons are full of Black men, full at an exponential rate compared to our percentage of society. We're only 11% of the population, but the prisons are full of Black men.
And see, I understand why women bring up men that are locked up. But realistically speaking, do these women really think most men that are locked up would meet their standard? I mean, like, I really want y'all to think about that for a second because Black women always bring that up. They always bring that up. They are so quick to bring up all these Black men that are locked. See, this just confirms what I hear Global Passport crew say all the time. Y'all, I'm like, it's the criminals that y'all really want. Otherwise, why would y'all keep bringing up the guys that are in jail? I'm like, not to say that it's not true, but why do y'all bring these guys up? Most of these guys are in jail for a reason. That's a valid point, DMV Lex. And the fact that you mentioned that stat further proves my point. Further proves my point. You know what, beautiful lies? I just might, man. I just might do that. I don't want to stop too much. I'm gonna go ahead and let her talk though. Let's keep it moving.
You take out the men who are already married. You take out the men who are on the down low gay, pretending to be straight, but ain't never going to marry a woman. Or if they do, they're bearding, faking, fronting, whatever. Inside of the still group of eligible black men in the dating pool, you still now, under heterosexual black men who are not married and who are not gay and who are not in prison, are still going to be your gold tooth, pants sagging dudes who have 0 sense. That's still inside of that number. Black men have come at me when I say there's not enough eligible men, and they push back at me. But one of the things I've realized about good black men is that you don't realize that, first of all, there's not a gazillion more like you. I've noticed this even with my husband. There's a lack of awareness around what is eligible and the availability of black men. My husband thinks so many men are just like him, that there's just really a bunch of Carrie Popes running around that are solid, hardworking, intelligent, marriage material, mature, grown men who want to be responsible and want to build a family. And I'm like, Carrie Pope, no.
There actually are. Black men are still out earning black women, even though y'all got more black women in college than black men. And black men seem to be getting evicted at a far lower rate than black women. So sounds to me, based on stats, like she said, because we can't ignore the stats, sound to me like black men are doing just fine. Based on the stats, it looks like it's the black women that are struggling more than black men. And keep in mind, yeah, it may be more y'all in college, but y'all the ones with all the debt too. So clearly men are moving a little smarter than y'all as well. Yeah, I agree, Lawrence. I think she just grifting, man, for the bag, bro. Let's keep it moving.
No. So, ladies, by the time you take out the rappers.
Hold on, my bad, you guys, because I think I just had a super chat and I missed it. Yeah, my bad, my bad. OC Mac Man with the $10 super chat says this snake oil salesman needs to be banished. After getting in her feelings, she got the message from the sisterhood to throttle back and get on the right side. Typical delusional beat. I think you meant to type in BS. All right, yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that Global Passport crew because I think she doesn't mention Passport Bros by name, but I'm gonna let her keep talking because she mentioned something to that effect. Check this out.
The gold teeth, the sagging pants, the young ones who just ain't even ready for marriage. Now you got a whole other demographic of black men who have sworn off black women. Whole movements created to completely giving up on black women.
And yeah, and like Global Passport Crew said, they're called Passport Bros, but we're not giving up on black women. We've just given up on black American women. That's the part that they leave out. It's not black women. Beautiful Lies, last time I checked, is in Brazil, where there's more black There's more black people there than there are in the United States alone. See, that's something a lot of black women don't know. Just the country of Brazil alone has more black people than we do in the United States. I just came from Colombia back in February. Saw and met plenty of Afro-Colombians. Because keep in mind, I was in Barranquilla. So if you on one of these coastal cities, I'm like, you're going to see a lot of Afro-Colombians. Austin Holloman is in Africa right now. O'Shea Duke Jackson. These women really need to stop. I got subscribers that have been to Africa, a few of them married to African women. I'm in Thailand and I've met women that can pass for being African. I've seen African women in Thailand. They really need to stop that shit. Cause that irritates the hell out of me, man. No, it's this Western bullshit ass culture that we dealing with that we getting away from. It ain't black women per se. Now, are there some men that end up dating out once they leave the country or even within the country? Fine, cool, whatever. Y'all know me on my channel, man. I don't do the depolicing over here, man. At the end of the day, I just want to see men win and be happy and live in peace. That's all I care about. That's all I genuinely care about. So I don't know where they get this from. Sworn off black women, period. Nah, just Western American women in general. But let's keep it moving.
Completely. That black women are not marriage material and that black women are not wife material. There's not all of black men, but there's a percentage of black men who feel that way. And all these daggone gender wars on social media and all the men who are beefing in, they've been hurt by 2 black women in their life, and now they're writing off all black women. And black women don't do that.
Oh my God, bruh. Give me a second, y'all. Oh my God. Cause I don't want to curse too much, man, because then they're gonna be over here trying to flag my show and put it in yellow. And look, all y'all got the same reaction that I got when I heard her say that. Black women don't do that. Women do that, period, regardless of race. God, man, I'm about to cuss. I'm about to curse up a storm, bro. Give me a second, you guys, man. Oh my goodness, bro. I can't believe I just heard her say that. Yeah, because I only watched it. I only watched this video up to the part where she mentioned black men writing other black women off. Oh my God. Ooh, man. I'm telling you, bro. Black women don't do that. Are you effing serious, bro? Did she really just sit over here and tell that lie? KMO, like, I'm serious, bro. That's why I keep stopping mid-sentence, man, because I really want to go off. Like, I really want to go off, bro. I can't believe she just told that lie, bro. He said beyond cap. That's a helmet. Yeah. Man. Like, bro, I can go on Facebook right now and probably show y'all a whole bunch of posts of women women complaining about men and writing off men. Like, are you serious? I can literally wake up, hop on social media, and that's all I'll see. And you gonna sit over here and say, black women don't do that. All cap, bro. Let's keep it moving. Can't believe this. And then gonna sip your little drink and have that. See, look, that's a look of guilt. You gonna hit the, and then like, damn, I know I just lied. Let me let me go ahead and move the conversation on.
Black women been dogged by black men, drugged by black men, completely ran over and heartbroken by black men, but still don't give up on black men. Black men, on the other hand, whole demographic of black men just giving up on black women. There are Facebook groups of black men who are dedicated to hurting black men who want to blame black women for all their problems, as if a white woman or a Latino woman, somebody who don't want you, by the way, are going to deal with your shenanigans and craziness because they got even higher standards.
I just want to say I apologize for stopping this video too much, and going forward I probably will, because the shit that's coming out of this woman's mouth is really grinding my gears, man, and I'm trying to keep cool. I'm really trying to, yeah, you know what? I wasn't going to do it, man, but you know what? Screw it. Screw it, man. Give me a second, you guys. I got to, bro. I got to, man. Cause she asking for it. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm just tired of these women being so disingenuous, bro. Like, for real, that's what we doing, man. So this is what we doing now. Yeah, go ahead and cue it up, man. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, somebody asked for it. I had to cue the NPC music, man, because that's all I'm hearing, bro. Yeah, if all these other races of women didn't want us, passport bros wouldn't even be a thing. Like, we literally got women from all across the globe that are inviting us to come to their country. Like, are you kidding me? Seriously, bro. Crazy, man. Their standards are even higher. But somehow we're managing to match up with women of other races. As a matter of fact, going back to the stats, like she said, we got to pay attention to the stats. Black men marry out of their race more than women do. And you want to know why? Because men of other races see the BS that we got to deal with. Kill me, man. Since you want to talk about stats so damn much, with this damn face she got on right now.
Because their culture raises them to have higher standards.
Right. Because they're raised to be wives, unlike Black American women who are not raised to be wives. Y'all are raised to be boss chicks and single moms. You got black women out here literally saying that they want to have kids, but they don't want to get married. Where the hell did they get that from, Rebecca? You don't hear other races of women talking like that. That's why men are going outside of their race and leaving the country. Only black women are out here saying they want to be moms but don't want to be wives. So, with that being said, why in the hell would a black man not try other races of women? Goofy.
Them black women. So you gotta step up in order to even date a white or other woman, because their culture teaches them to marry into financial security for a man to be a provider and protector. It's in their culture. So I'm in the gym the other morning. I'm on the treadmill. Black men working out all around. I look, I'm paying attention. A good third to half the black men I see in the gym are gay. Ladies, and that's not my imagination. Everywhere I look, it is gay black men.
But keep in mind, you guys, if I remember so correctly, she lives in Atlanta, where the gay population is a lot higher than other parts of the United States. So maybe that has something to do with it. Just saying. I don't know. Maybe you need to leave Atlanta and go to some gyms in other major cities. Maybe you'll get a different perspective. But I don't know. That's just me. Let's keep it moving.
It doesn't matter why. We can talk about why. You can go into all the whys, ladies. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you know what? You right about that. My bad, y'all. You right about that, Lawrence. Because I made a comment about that months ago. I don't see black women in the gym like that. And like I said, since you want to keep bringing up, we got to pay attention to the statistics. There are more black women overweight than there are black men. Black men are in better shape than black women. Since you want to sit over here and act like there's such a shortage, let's keep it moving.
I'm on the phone with my therapist this week. I'm saying to her, I've never been more happy. I'm in such a great place.
Yeah, you need therapy.
So much peace and balance, and Carrie pays 95% of the bills. I've never been in a place where I did not have the financial pressure. I am provided for and taken care of. I still work, but I'm not under the pressure I was previously. And I said, Dr. Pam, that's my therapist. Dr. Pam, is this how white women feel? When a man is paying all the bills? I've never been here before. I'm just being honest with y'all. I've been 50-50. I've done my part. I've done more than my part. Y'all have been in course with me. I've been honest. I've paid 90% of the bills. I've been paying all the bills at times in different marriages. I've been in all the different situations. It's the first time in my life that a man is taking care of me. Thank you, Carrie Anthony Pope. But I said, this is the reality for a lot of other women. This is the reality for a lot of Latin women, a lot of white women. This is what it feels like to not have the financial burdens of a household on you.
I hate to burst her bubble again, but like I said, she wanted to keep bringing up statistics. It's not a large percentage of women that are not working or not paying bills. I believe that percentage is somewhere around 20% or less. I can't, I keep a lot of stats, in my brain, but yeah, bro, she's tripping. Beautiful Lives with $20 super chat says, "Wow, team, what you are witnessing is the frantic death rattle of the sisterhood. The writing is on the wall, fellas. Hold the line." Yes, that is true. That is true. Beautiful Lives. Thank you for that super chat. He is 100% right. I've been saying that for a while now, man. You can tell these women, they are slowly but surely starting to crack, man. It's starting to show more and more, and videos like this are a prime example of that. Hold the line, man. Real talk. Hold the line, bro. Keep getting y'all passports. Keep expanding y'all options, bro. That's why I said, Coach Keith, I'm like, dude, there's more fit men than there are fit women. We can go all races with that, but especially when it comes to black people. And like I said, I'm like, dude, anytime I ever went to the gym, I never saw more than maybe 3 to 5 black women in the gym. Yeah, right, man. Hold the line, you guys. Hold the line, bro. Let's keep it moving.
Right now, I'm at my best. I don't wake up stressed. I'm able to lean into my feminine. I am cooking and healthy and watching, monitoring the things in the family, helping to take care of Carrie with his health and his food, and I'm ease and flow, and things are just so amazing. And I began to think, and my therapist said to me, she says, "Rebecca, you are experiencing something that very few black women will ever experience. You are experiencing what very few black women will ever experience." This is from a therapist. My therapist is in her 50s. She's been a therapist for over 30 years. She is so experienced, so wisdom, knowledge, woman of God. She's amazing. And if you reverse engineer what she's saying, ladies, she's saying to you what I'm saying. If you are a black woman and you want to be married and you want to lean into your feminine and you want to be more provided for, not to say you don't work, you guys know how hard I work. My money is now going into investments. My money is able to go into savings. We're able to do so much more with my money if Carrie's paying 95% of the bills. It's a partnership. But if you are a black woman right now, you watch this video, YouTube, and you decide that I really do want to be married, Rebecca. One, this is what I said the other night in class. Please pray and open your heart to ask God to help you go beyond dating black men.
I had to play the MPC music again. This because she just went on a rant earlier about men dating out and trying to shame them for it, only then to turn around and say black women need to pray that you can go beyond dating black men. And then another thing that I disagree with, that she gonna sit over here and say, well, y'all know I still work, and my money is on this and this and this, and to be honest with you, I think that's a bunch of cap. Like, she's spending that money on herself, man. Like, you ain't taking that money and investing it in you and your husband's future. Over here talking about this as a part. See, and that's how you know That's how you know she modern as hell, because she said it's a partnership. Jamal Fowler with the $20 super chat said, I told you it got worse, wrong. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't watch it past a certain part. So yeah, everything that I'm watching is pretty. That's probably why I'm stopping it so much, because I'm just kind of, and I apologize, you guys, but I'm like, Rebecca Lynn joke. Oh man, y'all crazy, bro. Yeah, I'm like, how much you? Yeah, I'm like, and I'm pretty. Well, yeah, I think she already confirmed the therapist is a woman too. So of course she's. Y'all know, y'all know how Kevin Samuels was about women seeing women therapists. All they pretty much just gonna massage their feelings and pander to them anyway. Let's keep it moving.
You have to open up your options. To love and be loved is one of the biggest blessings in the whole wide world. And ladies, listen, you can say, Rebecca, I want a black man. I want a black man. I don't want to date other. Rebecca, I want a black man. That's fine. I'm married to a black man. I am not denying you a black man. I'm not. But I'm simply saying is that if you've been barking up that tree and that's not flowing for you, and you don't have a ring on your finger, and you're dating and the options you're getting are not marriage material, I'm saying that it is better for you to be loved by a good man rather than just a black man. I'm saying it is not meant for you as a woman to keep navigating life by yourself, paying all the bills by yourself, the pressure of independent single women.
She said that like men conjured that up and put that on women. No, that single independent shit that came from y'all. Y'all are the ones that are embracing that. Don't try to sit over here and put that on us. And here's my thing, man, because she keeps bringing up the bills. This is why I played the first video for you guys, so that way we can compare, contrast, and y'all can see the contradictions. Because y'all know I'm all about exposing the contradictions. In the first video, she said that her man was not bringing in the dough like that. She was used to 6 and 7 figure guys. So explain to me, what did this man do to get in a position of where he can pay 95% of the bills, and you can quote unquote claim you're investing your money in other stuff? So I'm guessing he had to build his way up to that, right? Okay. So at some point, she probably wasn't always paying only 5% of the bills. I just wanted to throw that out there, man. You know, just put that in, just put that the bring attention to that, should I say. Let's keep it moving.
I just had lunch with my new friend, Iyabo, Dr. Iyabo. And she said, black men are black men. She's from Africa. And she said she's married to a white man now. And she said, it ain't no different with the African men. It's still the BS. We have a cultural issue, guys. Cultural issue.
If that's the case, then why come African women are inviting American black men, aka passport bros, to come to Africa? That's what I want to know. Then I'm like, Lawrence H with the $10 super chat said, all this bimbo babble to skirt accountability, to do the inner work, gratitude, respect, appreciation, cooperation, encouragement, and submission toward men. Graces, full stop. I like that acronym, Lawrence. I like that. I like that acronym. And I was just about to bring you up, Morris, because I was telling them earlier, like, there's people vetting African women and married to African women that watch my channel that are American, that are Black American men. Yeah, man. Shout out to Maurice, man. I'm trying to tell them, like, bro, there's people that watch my channel that are checking and vetting African women or are married to them. Like, I don't know where I'm like, and this is what I mean. Notice how earlier she said, black men, y'all got get two black women hurt y'all, and then y'all write black women off. But then what does she do? Contradict herself. An African woman. Oh, African men are like that too. How do you know? How many African men you deal with? See what I'm saying? See, this is just another example of rules for thee and not for me. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that hypocrisy, bro. Not over here. We don't do that over here. Thank you for that super chat, Lawrence. Let's keep it moving.
And if you want to be married, let me stay on point. If you want to be married, I am giving you my best advice that the love of a good man doesn't matter if he's green, purple, yellow. It doesn't matter if he is daggone fuchsia. I would rather you as a woman know what it is to be loved and cared and provided for than to stay out here navigating life all by yourself, waiting for a black man when they are few and far between. Those of you who are good men, black men, we love you and appreciate you. I'm not putting down black men, Aunt Weezy 86. I'm simply speaking about real life and real statistics, real numbers.
Well, if you were talking about real statistics and real numbers, then you would understand that black men are out earning black women. Now, are there more black women making more money now? Sure. But y'all haven't caught up the black men so much to the point where it's like, oh, we're outpacing y'all. We leaving y'all behind. That's not happening. And even if it was, y'all still hold most of the debt. So it's like you really don't have any, what's the word that I'm looking for? Positive net worth, because you're in the negative due to all the debt that you done built up just to get these BS degrees that don't really mean much. But I digress again. Let's keep it moving.
There's not enough black men. You want to know why black women are the least married demographic? Because there's not enough marriage material black men.
And I want to know about her definition. What does she mean, marriage material, dude? So basically, see, and this is one of the things that I've discussed on my channel a few times. I think women nowadays only see marriage material as men that, like in her case, can pay 95%, if not 100% of the bills. Is it just me, or does anybody else seem to get that impression now? Because that seems to be the case. I mean, I talk about this all the time on my channel. I grew up in a 2-parent household. My parents been married for over 30 years. My mom has always made 2 times more money than my dad, but my dad was still a head of household. And my mom tells me, yeah, he never made as much as I did, but he always treated me well. So when we're in a place where the financial status outranks the treatment, this is the dating pool that you're going to end up with, Rebecca. Because there are more men that are out earning women. The issue is that those men recognize their value and their worth now because most of y'all are chasing those men. Therefore, they don't feel the need to settle, and I don't blame them, especially when they got this kind of attitude towards marriage. Because once again, y'all make the financial standard such a priority that y'all are not even getting the treatment that y'all want. So is that what she means when she says marriage material? That's what it sounds like to me, Julian the Grappler. I'm like, and she over here talking about expanding. I'm like, woman, do you realize that there's only about, and we talking stats here, like she said, there's only about what 10 to 15% of men that make 100K or more, and that's going across all races, not just black men. So regardless of whether they want to expand their options or not, they still gonna have to compete, which is something they don't want to do. And Rebecca Lynn Pope, you know that. And I keep referencing her, y'all, because I tagged her to this live. So I'm like, y'all know me, I don't give a damn.
If you are a woman, and Black women are some of the most high achieving demographics of women on people on earth. Black women are pursuing next level education. Every Black woman I know is got multiple degrees, graduate degrees, constantly pursuing goals, education, income, taking courses, trying to improve themselves. And at the end of the day, where are Black men at? Where are they doing the work to make themselves marriage material?
We're still out earning, y'all. We're getting passports and traveling and expanding our options. We're in the gym more than y'all. We're learning new languages, learning new trades, finding remote work. Yeah, that's about it. Just to name a few things. Right. Look, Alex was said learning coding. Yeah, I'm like black men are moving. That's the difference. I'm like black men are moving smarter. You got a lot of black men that are trying to find remote work so that way they can move how they want to move. Just saying.
Because now the stakes are even higher. As Black women have come into understanding of healing and emotional intelligence,
oh God,
now we don't only want a marriage material, Black.
No. Now I know she pandering. Now I know she pandering. I gotta play the NPC music again. No. Bro, I had to, man. Bro, Coach Carp. That's why I played the NPC music. Soon as I heard that shit, emotional intelligence. I am so sick of this term, bro. I literally got a video up right now that I just did talking about this, man. That man said play it again, wrong. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I'm so sick of these women. Yeah, we got to, bruh. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of that term, bruh. Because if you ask women what the hell that term mean, man, they can't give you a damn definition. Stupid. So stupid. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think I'm done here, man. I think I'm done, man. Yeah, I'm gonna let that ride out one more again. Beautiful lies. Are you still in the chat, bro? If beautiful lies, if you still in the chat, please let me know. I know he wanted to say a few words, man. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah. That's why Alex. What? That's why I'm done. I don't even want to react to the rest of it. After I heard her say that, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link for you in the chat. Yeah. I'm gonna let beautiful eyes. Matter of fact, um, give me 1 second here. Uh, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat. This is just um, beautiful lies. I'm dropping a link in the chat for you. The Global Passport crew. I wouldn't mind having you come on and say a few words as well, but I'm gonna let beautiful lies. I'm gonna let beautiful lies. I'm gonna let beautiful lies. Had a floor for a second. Oh, he said give him 5 minutes. All right, well, Global Passport crew and beautiful lies, man. I want them to come on. But man, oh my goodness, bro. After I heard that emotional intelligence BS, I'm done, man. See, emotional intelligence is an oxymoron, exactly. Matter of fact, man, get her off my screen, bro. I can't deal with her anymore, bro. Seriously. You there, bro?
My head is spinning.
Right, man. Yeah. Talk about a 180.
My head is spinning, literally. Um, you know, um, I like someone in the chat answer me this question. How is it that women looking for guys with emotional intelligence, but they're dating America's most wanted?
Right, because she kept mentioning the guys that are in jail. I'm like, yeah, that's because that's what y'all really want. And clearly, those guys don't got emotional intelligence because they can't control their emotions, and then they end up getting locked up.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness!
Could someone correlate what does getting their degrees and marriage has to do with each other?
I want. That's what I want to know. I really want to know. Try to tell women so much that men don't care about that.
It's because the thing about it is, it's what it doesn't matter because when you look at it in hindsight, first of all, let's look at the type of degrees they're getting. Most of these women are getting degrees in the humanities. Unless you're getting your doctorate in psychology, everything else is garbage.
Yep.
And then where you're getting it from. You can talk about you got yours from Harvard or New York University and stuff like that, where you paid a lot of money for to get jobs in the $40,000 range. And you have all this student loan debt. Oh, and speaking of which, how did that work out? Putting, a certain person in office and you're going to get your debt erased. How did that work out for you guys? Yeah, because you're going to have to
Mm-hmm.
start paying your student loans in September.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I heard. Yeah, that was recent too. I remember hearing about that.
You got scammed, just like we told you, because you had 2 years, you had the executive office, you had the Senate, and you had the House. They could have put it in the budget those 2 years, and they didn't, did they? And you would have had it cleared then. You got screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I digress off of that. Now, in regards to this whole seeing nothing but gay guys in the gym, well, maybe if you start working at LA Fitness and actually go to a real gym where you can go work out, all right then.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I can tell you, like I go train at EOS Fitness, and that's like a functional gym. It may look like it's like a huge gym, but because it's so big, because it has like a grass field where they do a lot of functional fitness stuff, along with weightlifting and weight training and stuff like that. And we do have
Yeah.
our. I'm sorry, finance man. I gotta go there with LA Fitness. I'm joking. But anyway, but it combines a lot of functional fitness and stuff like that. But I don't see a lot of black women in there.
Thank
I
you.
don't.
Thank you.
I don't. I saw one black chick in there on the treadmill wearing some high heel pumps on a. Could y'all explain that to me?
What?
With butterfly eyelashes and a weave, with makeup on.
Yeah, she was in there trying to get attention. She wasn't trying to work out for real.
Seriously, could y'all explain that to me? I even went to the gym in the hood, and nada. And well, you may get a little bit more, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't see a lot of sisters in the gym. And then on top of
Thank
that, what is her meal plan like? You know how it is, dude. You gotta, it's not just working out. You gotta freaking have a meal plan to go along with that diet plan.
Right, and most of these women don't want to even. They don't even want to cook, let alone cook healthy food.
You just can't go burn 200 calories and then intake a 2,000 calorie meal for lunch, and then have another 1,000. You're not going to lose weight. I'm serious.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
know
I
what?
don't really. I don't really. I don't get. I don't know where she was getting this from. That's why when she started off talking about stats, every time she said something that didn't match with what she was saying, I kept bringing the stats up.
See, this is the problem. I think everybody gets so addicted to stats. Stats can be manipulated and all that stuff. Stats, it's because it's only a small portion of the population that's taken. It's not a true thing. That's the one thing about stats you have to be careful of. It does give you
Hmm.
a picture, but it's not really a total true picture. But it is a picture. So you have to be careful of that because it can be manipulated. But the thing about what I'm trying to say is this, you're not even looking at what's going on in social media when you're talking about this 304 culture. Maybe that's the reason why guys are not dealing with it, because we're seeing this on social media being played out. And not only on social media, we're also seeing this in real life when women are acting like 304s. Who wants to deal with that? I got chicks,
Facts.
who dressed up with all this makeup, looking like Circus du Soleil, man. Who wants to deal with all that stuff? Seriously. Meg Thee Stallion is a gorgeous woman with all that makeup on. She really is.
Yeah, I'm like, and you want to know what's crazy? She got upset at men saying she looks more attractive without makeup. Like she got offended by it.
I don't
I
know
was
why
kind of
she's
like,
offended.
that doesn't even make sense. I'm like, if anything, you should take that as a bigger compliment than what you look like with the makeup.
Absolutely.
I'm like, good. I'm like
We,
that just goes to show you how brainwashed women are.
you're dealing with a 304 culture. You're dealing with a fuck culture, which we don't want to deal with. Look at these women walking around damn nearly naked with a piece of cloth on. And you think that's funny. BBLs and stuff like that. Are you ridiculous? Are you kidding me? That is not attractive. And I see these women coming in there. Well, basically, they gather fat in the backside anyway when they don't take care of themselves. It's just ridiculous. And then to have an attitude on top of that, like you're all that. No, we don't want that.
Not at all.
We don't want headaches in our life. That's just plain and simple. That's why we go overseas, because we don't deal with that type of a headache. And I wouldn't say brokenhearted, but I'm just like totally shocked to see this. I'm totally
and she just posted that yesterday too.
Drop that link on this video because I got to see this whole video.
Oh, okay.
She's just wacky.
All right, I got you. Let me let El Guapo come in, man, because I know
he yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he wanted to chime in on this, man. El Guapo, what's going on, sir?
What's good, bro?
Come on, bro.
You freeze up on me?
Yeah, you froze.
There he is. What's good, man?
What's going on, bro?
Man, life is good, man. Life is good. Listen, first things first. Yeah, bro. I've been watching you for a while, been subscribed for a while. I know I don't comment much and stuff like that, but I've watched your whole journey, dog. When you were contemplating traveling. Yeah, man. Yeah. For real, for real. I love what you do. Yeah, and your voice is much needed in this space, man. So thank you, man. Thank you. And I'm looking forward to meeting you in person at Richie Mac's 100,000. So.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that so much.
But yeah, so I caught a snippet of this earlier today. And I've kind of gotten to the point now that I'm done arguing with the ladies. I'm just not going to argue with you anymore. Okay, if you got it, if what you want to say is the only time I feel the need to step in is when I believe the rhetoric is dangerous. And what she is espousing in this video is actually going to harm women. And as Dennis Sperling would say, my, Queen Mother Goddess simp chip is still a little tiny bit active for black women. And I want to see them win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for real, what she's saying, anytime you hear something that removes all accountability, all responsibility, it's all someone else's fault, your alarm should be going off in your head like, yo, this might be just that. What's my man? I don't want to name another channel on here, but there's a content creator that talks about the feel-good Kool-Aid. It's a reference to Jim Jones and them drinking the Kool-Aid that ended everybody's life in the cult. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to say Manosphere Highlights Daily. Yeah. So, and that's exactly what you got going on here. I have my theories. I don't know how hard you want me to go on your channel. I wanted to, when I saw this, I was like, man, I should make a video about this, but I was like, man, I'm done because it stresses me out, man. I'm done arguing with these ladies, man. Look, I have some information for you. If you want to receive it, great. If you don't, great. Go somewhere else, but I stand on what I say. The one thing that tripped me out, this is the part that got me the most wrong. This is it right here. When she said, you know, ask God to open your heart to other races of men, I literally will bet every dollar that I will make for the rest of my life that Black women in America will have a harder time finding those interracial relationships or those international relationships than the Black man will. I will put every dollar I will ever make for the rest of my life up against all their dollars they'll make for the rest of their lives. I'll give you everything. Prove me wrong statistically. There you go. So, and when you take a step back and see the forest for the trees, you know, people know. This is why I sent you the super chat saying, man, yo, this is the death rattle of the sisterhood, man. You know what I mean? You ever heard the term grasping at straws? It's like you're doing anything that you can. Grasping at straws is like when you're hanging over the edge of the cliff and you can't get a good handhold of a rock or something. You grasp at the dry, dead grass. That's grasping at straws, trying to keep yourself alive. And it's a futile endeavor. So that's what you're seeing. Fellas, hold the damn line. Hold the line. Keep doing what you're doing. Let them point and sputter, as another content creator would say, and talk about it instead of being about it. And then the next thing you know, they're going to be in a situation where a generation from now, no woman that wants to get married is going to listen to these groups of women that are talking all this madness. That's what the ultimate result is going to be. And in 2.5, maybe 3 generations, things are going to turn around. I said the other night, like for real, I honest to God believe that in the next 10, 12 years, we're going to see like 180-degree spin, because there is no refuge for women that are shouting this nonsense. There's nowhere to turn. Nobody believes them. Nobody wants to be a part of what they're doing, and eventually they're going to realize they're in the Titanic and that Jonah's going down. And the second that toe hits the water, they're going to see, the water is cold. What am I doing? Maybe I should get in this lifeboat. You feel? I'm trying to give you some quotables so you can cut it up and stuff. But yeah, maybe I should get in this lifeboat, instead of clinging to this sinking vessel, so. But yeah, man, I appreciate you giving me an outlet. It is an honor to be on your channel, bro. Keep doing your thing, man.
Man, it's an honor to have you on here, man. I've been watching you for a long time, so I appreciate the love, man, and the support.
Likewise, brother.
I really, really, really do. Thank you so much, man. Let me see. Let me get these super chats going real quick. Coach Keith, the $2 super chat says, Roman El Guapo, 2 of my top 5 content creators. Thank you so much for that.
Can I give him a bomb salute to Coach Keith, man? He's hitting me up every day, man, with content to review. Can I give him a bomb? I'm gonna give him a bomb.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Boom.
Yeah, man. He sent a lot of content my way as well, man. Appreciate that, Coach Keith. Bluff City Nerd, $5 super chat says Rebecca Lynn. Nope. It's slowly turning into sprinkle. Oh my God.
Wow.
Slowly turning into Sprinkle 2.0. She'll be selling her courses real soon. Hashtag divest from the West. Thank you for that, Bluff City Nerd. Wow, man. Yeah, man. I was just a subscriber sent me this and he was like, man, you got to look at this.
Yeah.
And I saw it and I was like, I think I found my content for my live show tomorrow, man. And I was like, you know what? Let me find the first video that went viral, because I remember Kevin Samuels talking about it. And I was like, you know what? I think it'll be good for guys to see this, so that way they can see this 180 that we are witnessing in real time. Because I'm like, I remember her saying these women were so unrealistic with their standards, and now all of a sudden it's just a couple years later and now you're talking like this. Right. I was just like, you know what? And some of the guys in the chat may be right. This might be her just trying to get that bag, man. And you know what I
I
mean?
have a
Hey,
theory. Would you like to hear my theory on that?
yes,
I have a theory.
please.
All right, man.
Yes,
It might
please.
be a little incendiary, so I'm gonna try to keep your stream monetized. Watch this.
Okay.
Rebecca Lynn Pope is a former dating coach, right? A matchmaker, actually, is what she called herself. Okay.
Yep.
And that original video you're talking about is the one where she was having so many problems with her black female clients that they had unrealistic standards. She actually says, and I'm paraphrasing a bit, that look, if I put my husband and introduced him to you, he wouldn't be good enough to you. And I married him and I'm better than you. That's what she said. Do you remember this? Right.
Yep. Yep.
So
She
she was
said
at a
that.
point of frustration there. All right. Now, and I want to be very careful because I don't know her husband. That's a married woman and he's a black man. And I don't want to do anything to tear a black man that's trying down. I don't. But, but he's a pastor and he's a black pastor. And most of the parishioners in a black church are women these days. So if you have your husband on one hand, his not only faith, but his business is in this world, which is the vast majority of the people that are supporting this business are black women. And you, on the other hand, are the wife of this man, somewhat holding black women accountable. You might be messing up the bag a little bit. I'm curious to know if behind the scenes, maybe there were some conversations that were had, because actually Kevin Samuels did a second video on her where she started to go turncoat. She started to go Benedict Arnold on us, right? And Kevin was like, look, I won't say her name on my platform or anything again, you know? And now she's just doubling down on this rhetoric, you know? It's difficult. And I'm a Christian, man. You know, I love my Jesus and everything, but a lot of these churches are businesses before, you know, bodies of Christ. And I'm going to tell you something. It makes perfect sense to me that it's like, hey, honey, you're sitting here saying this stuff and the women in the church are getting mad. I need you to follow my lead, and this is how it needs to be done. This is all allegedly. I don't know Kerry Pope. I don't know much about the man, but I look, brother, as a black man, just on base level, I respect you as a black man. You made it this far in your life as a black man in America. I can respect that, you know. But at the same time, my man Corey Holcomb says when the money gets low, the hunger shows, and they might be getting a little bit hungry. I'm just saying, you know, I know you tagged her in this video. Rebecca Lynn Pope, I don't want any smoke. Listen, I'm over here with my non-black wife. I've had 2 black wives for the record, but I don't want any smoke. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? You're more than welcome to your opinion, you know, but it's some BS. And what you're saying to these women is ultimately harmful. It will keep them single. It will keep them to the point that they are past their ages of fertility. And they have to live the second half of their life alone and vicariously through nieces and nephews instead of through children and grandchildren. And that is a travesty. And honestly, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is directly to her, you know, person to person. You should be ashamed of yourself for saying that because you know it's not true. You know it's not true. And if you're doing it for $1, in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess. So it's my humble 2 cents. What do you think, man? Am I crazy? I might be my conspiracy theory thing, man.
No, man.
You could be right because a lot of people rely on social media for popularity and stuff like that, you know, because I know people that do stuff on social media just to make a buck, and some people do some type of scam. Like I was telling Rome that about Jay Rillo making another scam about him getting stranded again in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, is that the guy that that made the video asking people to cash app him? Is that who it is?
Yeah, he did
Okay.
another one this past Memorial Day, but that was a bit of a scam. But just to get back in the headlines and popularity and stuff like that. And I'm kind of thinking in the sense that, since there was so much time in between that video that made her viral and now, that maybe that she wasn't so popular and her popularity started dying down, and maybe she wasn't getting a lot of the attention, because I know after that video she was really on the scene as far as hitting a lot of the other content creators and stuff like that. Now that's kind of died down and stuff, so she's not as popular and she may not be getting a lot of the views and maybe not a lot of the cash apps or what have you, and things are starting to die down, and maybe she's just popping this up to start a little bit of chaos so she can get things, some money flowing again, some controversy and something like that. Maybe that's another angle we can look at. I don't know.
So, Global Passport Crew, can I ask you this?
Mm-hmm.
Because I talk about all the time that success leaves clues and success principles translate. So does failure. Mm-hmm. Have we seen this before with women in this space, doing the most outlandish things just to get popular again? There's a young lady in I don't want to go off the rails, but there's a young lady in London that recently did this. So it's the same MO. Fellas, where is it? I got a Rubik's Cube right here, right? I got a Rubik's Cube. I taught myself how to do this thing, 15 years ago? And it's like 46 quadrillion different combinations of this cube, okay? But once you know the pattern, no matter what configuration it's in, if you know what you're doing, you should be able to solve this thing in like 3 to 5 minutes. It's the same thing. These ladies keep pulling the same play. It's up to us to hold the line and not keep falling for it. That's the point. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. It's the same thing the young lady in London just did. She just did this a couple of months back to get popular again.
Or a certain duo in Miami, not going to mention any names.
It's the same thing. And it was a feminine trait. And I'm all for femininity, the good and the bad. But it was a feminine thing that they did. They went ad hominem.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not taking any jabs at Miss Pope or anything like that. It's just to hear what she's saying, that's a total 180 from what she said in her last video. It was disheartening and stuff. And a lot of the things she's saying, it just was very disingenuous.
Yeah.
Totally just disingenuous. And just to ignore what we're seeing on social media with our Black women adopting this 304 lifestyle and being thugs, and the way they're just prancing around, why aren't you addressing that? Because maybe that's the reason why there are a lack of eligible Black men, because they don't want that life. They don't want that in their life.
Yeah. Rome, I'm sorry to monopolize conversation, man. I feel like we jumped in here.
No, you cool. I love it, man. Because honestly, I would argue both of your theories actually make sense. What Global Passport Crew saying and what you're saying. Because at the end of the day, we're logical creatures. So it's like when we see things like this, we're gonna start thinking like, hold on, like something isn't adding up. So when I hear what you guys have to say, it makes sense. Because my first thought was, it's been a few years. You've been pretty quiet. You ain't really been on YouTube like that. I'm like I said, she has 105,000 subscribers. So it ain't like she has a small audience, but I really haven't seen her on YouTube a whole lot. So it kind of makes me wonder, like, is she going after the bag? She said her husband paying 95% of the bills, but I don't know. If that's the case, why do you feel the need to go this route on your channel unless you're like Global Passport Crew said, unless trying to shake the table a little bit so that way you can kind of get some attention. So, it can. I think both of your theories make sense. It could go either way. Be honest with you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man. And like I said, normally I wouldn't even speak on it. I'm done having these conversations with the ladies. I'm not trying to change your mind. If you're not actually, you know how they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. If you are not an apt pupil, if you are not ready to be taught, leave me alone. I have nothing to say to you. You know what I mean? You have to realize there's a deficiency in your life before you can actually get help. Even in the what is it, the Alcoholics Anonymous credo, I think tenet number 1 is recognize that you have a problem. If you can't get there, you can't even get in the program. So, but the only reason I feel the need to say something about this is because I believe it's actually dangerous to women, like life altering to women. Because if they listen to this and they're like, yeah, it's because of the, LGBTQ brothers that are there. It's because of the brothers that are incarcerated there. And brothers are scorned because they've messed with 2 black women, and then they write all black women off. Here's what I really don't hear. I don't hear many content creators saying, hey, I will never mess with a black woman again. I don't recall hearing that. You know what I mean? Not serious content creators. Those fellas in Miami might say something like that, but I don't really hear that, So I know even for me, this last time I dated, and I talked about this, I gave black women the first right of refusal. They just sent their worst representatives. That's not my fault. You know what I mean? So, and we get what we get. But yeah, man. So when she says that black men have written, and I understand you having to pause the video, she was like, black women don't do that. Come on, man. That's nonsense. That is exactly what y'all do. But guess what? It's not even worth me arguing with you about it. You got it, Ma. Whatever you say, you got it. It's cool, man. You got it. And then next thing you know, you're 45, 50 years old, an attractive woman, never been married, no kids, with a body count 50 plus, wondering what the hell happened to you because you listened to the wrong people. I'm going to leave you with this, and then I'm going to just let you guys go. Having been married 3 times now, twice previously, and currently to my Colombian wife, here's what I've noticed. The most detrimental thing in any relationship is not having discernment and listening to the wrong people. That is the most dangerous thing. Sitting there, and this goes both ways. It's a door that swings both ways, listening to wrong guys that don't know what the hell they're talking about and all that stuff. And then also listening to the wrong women that'll lead you down the wrong path, and then, you make these decisions based on somebody else's input. And when the bottom falls out of it, what are you going to say to them? Well, I did this because you told me. And then what are they going to say? Well, I didn't know. It's like, come on. So I hope these women can develop better discernment. But the key thing I would say is if you sit there and everything that you're hearing makes you feel good, it's probably not good for you. Dr. Dre calls it soul food for the ears. It sounds real good, but daggone it, that music for the black community is ultimately a detriment. So when you hear Rebecca Lynn Pope sitting in here and saying all this stuff, and you want to be like, yes, girl, she's right. These men are doing this and they're there and they're that and all this stuff. And, I need to pray and manifest and all this and open myself up to other communities. You're going to waste 2 decades doing that. You're going to be alone. And there you go. So if it was easy, everybody would do it. And I'll tell you this, it's supposed to hurt. Success hurts. So ladies, if you don't have some discomfort getting into these relationships, and I'm not talking about physical, I'm talking about, hey, you have to stretch yourself. emotion. You have to develop really good emotional intelligence. You like that, right, Rome? You know,
Uh,
then you're not doing it right. You know, so if you're not stretched, if you're not having to grow into that relationship instead of emotional intelligence, if you're not having to develop relationship equity, it's not working. You're not doing it right. It's supposed to hurt. Just like going to the gym, just like getting that degree, just like anything else in life worth having, is it's supposed to be difficult. Otherwise, everybody would do it. That's all I got, my man.
Facts, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. I'm like, did you have any last words, Global Passport crew?
You know, sometimes you got to read the writing on the wall, and I'm not saying all black women are like that. You know, or it's just right now. I'm just saying this out to the ladies. It's 304 culture that you are adapting. You're seeing all these hip hop artists doing this stuff. That's going to be the death of you. I'm being honest. I mean, you ladies are going to lose because you're going to lose big. I mean, right now, we're seeing on TikTok, prison match. A lot of these ladies are now trying to go with prisoners, to cash app them. They prisoners making $30,000 off just off the cash app because women are sending it to them. This is ridiculous. You got student loan debt and you cash app and prisoners who don't even care about you. They're just looking at you, laughing at you. It's all this emotional intelligence, all these little things, these buzzwords you're hearing and stuff, supposed to empower you. It's not. You're sitting around talking about these dudes are lame because they got college degrees and 9 to 5. Y'all need an awakening, a big time awakening, because y'all going down a wrong path, a path of destruction, and y'all gonna find yourself by yourself because these guys are not dealing with it. You got a lot of educated black guys that are just saying, no, we don't want this chaos in our life. I got too many guys right now telling me stories about after 7 years of raising this child, it wasn't mine.
Mm.
And I had so much emotions that got put, that emotional bond that I had with that kid, how it tore me apart. I was depressed. Well, because you decided to go cheat. And I'm going to tell you, ladies, having unprotected sex, you thought pregnancy was bad? Suppose that was an STD, and particularly HIV or AIDS.
Mm.
Y'all didn't think about that, right? That's still out there. This is not funny. I don't know why you're adapting this lifestyle like you want all this attention. But you're going to get a special type of attention. It's called loneliness. Because the rest of those women out in the world that you call poor, uneducated and stuff, they're going to get your men. They're going to get your good men. And you're going to look stupid. Because all your good men is going to take those poor or uneducated women and they're going to elevate them. And they're going to stay with those guys. And they're going to have the better life. They're going to be the new Cinderella story. And they're going to one who's going to be with those 6-figure guys living in those nice houses. They're going to take your spot because you don't know how to act like a wife is supposed to be. You don't know how to act like that girlfriend or that woman that's supposed to be with her man. Loyalty, respect. Devotion, all that stuff. Lose one, you lose it all.
Mm.
That's what you ladies are doing. All for what? Sexual pleasures from other men.
Diminishing returns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rome, can I ask you something, man?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't forgive me. Now, I really do watch your channel. You're what, 37, right?
I just turned 38 in March.
Okay, happy belated, man. Happy belated.
Appreciate it.
So that makes you a millennial, right? An early
Yep.
millennial, right? Okay, so as an early millennial and looking at how the late millennials and the zennials move here in the States, what now with everything that you see going on, you predict is going to happen with this eating in 5 to 10 years? What are your thoughts? What do you think is going to happen? Especially now that you've started to travel and you see what options actually look like. Like what I know you talk about, you keep getting humbled in Pattaya. People recognize you. You've been to Colombia as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So knowing that this is actually a global market, and I'm not trying to guide your answer, I'm just curious to know, what do you actually believe it's going to look like? Is there any hope?
Oh man,
I put you
I
on the
want to.
spot, dog.
I mean, because I want to say yes, but man, it's very very slim, man. Because after finally traveling for the first time, and I gotta say, I probably had more options in the short time of me traveling than I ever have. I gotta say, man, it's looking really, really, really slim, man. I mean, there's a stat that they're saying that about 50% of women are going to be single and childless by the year 2030.
Yep.
Telling you this passport bro movement, I think that stat is going to be even higher.
I think they underestimated it too. You and I
I think
right
they,
here.
I think
Yeah.
they underestimated it because just based on my experience and then me sharing it with other guys, I think other guys are starting to see like, well, damn, man, like if Rome can do it, then why can't I do it? It's like it's guys that started watching me that they never even left their city, let
Yep.
alone the state. So when I took a chance and put myself out there, because Colombia was my very first time ever going overseas,
Right.
and when I tell you, like, to experience like that kind of femininity, like, I mean, because I remember telling the guys, like, when I went on a date with this girl, right? And when she hooked her arm to mine, and it was just kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm I don't know what this. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I'm like she just had a way of making me. She made me feel like I was the only man in the room.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it was just that femininity, and I was just kind of like, damn, I've never experienced anything like this. I was like, bro, I'm probably never gonna date American women again after this experience. And I've pretty much had the same experience going to the Philippines and now in Thailand. It's just bro, like, these women, they just hit different. And they're raised to be wives. Unlike in America, like I was saying before, you literally have women out here saying that they want to be mothers, but they don't want to be wives.
It's
You
so
don't
counterintuitive. Yeah.
you exactly you do not hear that from women in these other countries. So that's what I'm trying to explain to guys, like, bro, get your passport and expand your options, because what's going on in America ain't it. It's like you got women out here saying they want to be married, but their actions don't match what they're saying. What they say, what they want versus what they respond to doesn't add up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so with that in mind, and like I said, with this passport bro movement growing, I'm like, dude, it ain't looking good, man. It's looking
It's not looking good,
real,
man. Can I ask you
real.
another question? I
Yes,
don't mean to
please.
hold you.
No, you
So
good.
you seen the movie Brewster's Millions with Richard Pryor?
Yeah, I
No,
remember that
actually,
movie. I
You got to
remember
watch
that movie.
Brewster's Millions. I'll give you the quick thing. Brewster's Millions, he gets offered like $30 million. He's got to spend it in 30 days, and if he does, he gets $300 million. Right? Okay. And there's some rules and stipulations, but here, I'm gonna give you a Brewster's Millions scenario. I'm gonna give you. You're in Pattaya right now, right?
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you $1 million if you can find a suitable wife to marry in Pattaya in the next week. Do you think you could do it?
Oh, bruh, you might as well give me that million right now.
Okay. What city you originally from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna give you $5 million and a week, but you got to stay in Cincinnati, Ohio. A suitable woman. Now you actually have to marry this woman. Is it worth the $5 million to do it in Cincinnati? Thank you. Point proven.
It would be it'd be a lot harder. I say that.
Yeah, it'd be
man.
much harder. Yeah. So and this is the point. It's like these ladies. I've made this assertion since I started my channel, man. That these ladies are not even on the playing field. Forget being competitive. Y'all ain't even out there. You have no idea how stiff the competition is. The first place you went, I would honestly say, if you are a man that's into Latin women, Colombia is the place to find a wife. If you're a man into Asian women, I would say probably the Philippines is the place to find a wife. Okay? You went to Colombia first? I have a Colombian wife. Of all the women out there that, this is going to sound terrible, LeBea, I'm sorry if you're listening to this, but it's the truth. Of all the women that I could have chosen from to be my wife, LeBea beat them all out. You know what I mean? And it's something about them Colombian women. I can say for you, Rome, in particular, there's no way you're gonna marry an American woman. It's like they talk about the red pill. Once you take that red pill, you can be like Cypher and try to put yourself back in the Matrix, but you're always gonna know the truth, man. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a wrap, man. I think you're gonna find you somebody else out there. I appreciate your political correctness and giving these women a chance, but I think it's ding ding. And it's sad to say I have 3 black daughters. So I don't say this haphazardly that, hey, it's over for them. Listen, I've got this special lifeboat for them. I'm trying to get them up away from the Titanic. But the rest of these women, it is what it is, man.
Well, let me ask you a question. We said 2030, you're saying 50% of these women are going to be single. With what's going on in this country politically, because a lot of people are leaving this country, plus with remote work, especially in the IT cybersecurity, do you see that 2030 being more like 2020?
How do you mean? You're talking about pandemic wise? How do you mean?
No, people leaving this country just to go overseas and possibly.
That's a hard sell for a lot of people. Even myself, it's a hard sell for me. As much as I would love, and I'm eventually going to build a house in the mountains of Colombia and stuff like that, it's kind of a hard sell. And it's a hard sell, not just leaving America, but leaving any country to go to another country, especially if your family and stuff is there. What I do see is a huge intermingling romantically across borders. That's what I really do see.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
what I'm trying to get at, more of that intermingling.
Yeah.
Because of these factors and stuff, I'm seeing, that intermingling. Do you see that timeline getting more shorter instead of 2030, more 2020?
I don't know if it's going to get shorter. I think that it's definitely going to get higher. I think that there are going to be more than 50% of American women that are single and childless than 45. I think the stat says 45, 50%. I think it's going to be closer to 60, 70. I really do. Maybe not childless, but definitely these women will not get married. They're not going to get married. It's just not going to happen. Let me tell you, these Zennials, Rome, you know this, these Zennials don't give a F at all. They ain't worried about dating you, none of that stuff. They have completely capitalized on hookup culture, and they don't give a damn about your feelings. And all that's happening is that's really being perpetuated more and more and more. I think that it is going to accelerate to breakneck speeds over the next 7 years. I really do. And and here's the thing. Here's what's awesome. And this is one thing I love about YouTube. I don't like them taking 30% of my super chats. But this is one thing I love. It is one of the best information share places on the face of the planet. And it has given people like us a voice to talk to other brothers like that. I have a brother that's 30 years old. I took him to Brazil for his 30th birthday. All right. He has already made a return trip, started learning Portuguese, you know, smart guy. My brother at 30, you know, he's probably in the top 15% of incomes in the United States at 30. Young black man, single, no kids, still lives with my dad and his and my stepmother, his mother. You know, so he has his expenses low. He's an Air Force veteran, little to no debt. He's not going to be living in the United States in the next 3 years. It's a wrap. He's going to figure out a way like LeBron did, and he's going to take his talents elsewhere. And that's going to be that. So the most eligible of us, especially in the black community, I do agree, Global Passport crew, that they are, I do think you're going to see a mass exodus. Once they figure out this whole earning their money remotely thing, if you can earn US dollars in a foreign country, you're winning. Theo Koop had the task that he set for himself that he was going to take, I think, 50 or 150 black men and teach them how to make $150,000 or $250,000 a year. Not Theo Koop, Theo Waff. Theo Koop is the content creator, but Theo Waff. And he's doing it right now. Why would you, let me tell you, I'll make this real simple. I'm 45 years old. If I made the money I make now, I can just take my YouTube money. If I just took my YouTube, I probably shouldn't say this, but if I just took my YouTube money and I had no kids and I was single, I would absolutely live somewhere else in the lap of luxury and be a full-time content creator, making these US dollars, getting brand deals. That's exactly what I would do. I have responsibilities here with kids and family and stuff like that. But if I was single, I'd be out. These young men, like my younger brother, he's going to be out, man. He's out. It's over. So let me tell you, what Rebecca Lynn Pope, just to bring it full circle, what she's doing is a self-fulfilling prophecy. She's saying there's no eligible marriageable men right now. You think it's bad now, you're really going to be mad in 5 years, because these fellas are going to have the information. These zennials already don't give a damn about how you feel. They're going to go where they're appreciated and wanted and loved. That's it. I was in the store today, man. I'm going to leave you with this. I wanted to pull the grill out. It's Father's Day weekend. You know, my daughters, I get my daughters every other weekend, right? So they were coming through today. I was like, I'm going to throw some stuff on the grill. Grab some stuff from the store. And I'm leaving. You know, I checked out. I'm walking out. And I see this black family. And the black lady has a shirt that says Black Queen. And it has like the nutritional values like you would see on some food or something like that. And I'm looking at her and she's looking at me. I wanted to say something so bad. And I just threw up in my mouth a little bit and just kept it moving. I'm like, bruh. I'm so glad I'm not a part of this dating game anymore. I'm so glad, bro. I'm so glad. And if you are, yes, there are still good women here in the United States. But do you really want to dig through a dump truck of rotten apples to find 3 or 4 good ones? Is the endeavor worth the reward? Or would you just rather go where you can pick the apples fresh off the tree? Your call. That's all I'm saying. That's all I got. Man, AMU, I'm sorry, brother.
Nah, you good. You good.
Yeah.
You good. I'm good. I appreciate you coming on, man. Let me get this super chat real quick. Lawrence $85 super chat says, you see the sign language with this online rhetoric? Show them the sign. Stop, then throw up these. Hey, man, I love my chat, bro. They be going in, man. Appreciate that $5 super chat, Lawrence. Oh, my goodness. All right, I think I'm caught up on super chats.
Yeah, a lot of people in here, bro.
Yeah, man. 108, man. Yeah, hit that like button, you guys. Appreciate everybody coming in, man. Uh, man, I appreciate Global Passport Crew and El Guapo coming on, um, chiming in and sharing some truth bombs with us. Um, so yeah. Before we get off of here, where I'll start with you, El Guapo. For those that may not know you, where can they find you at, and how can they reach you?
I have a channel called Beautiful Lies, Lies, here on YouTube. Best place to find me. If you go to the about, all of my socials are in there, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, but that is where I post the most and everything like that. I do have an email, lguapo@thebeautifullies.com. I do consultations and everything, but pretty much I'm just a regular guy that has achieved some modicum of success, and I just want to bring as many people with me on that success journey as I can. And that's it. Marriage, friendships, relationships, business, all that stuff. So if I can help you shortcut your way to success, I'm glad to do it. So, but I appreciate that, Rome. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming on, man. Global Passport Crew.
Yeah, you can find me here on YouTube. I'm your travel guy, teaching you guys how to travel for cheap, showing you tips and tricks on how to book your travels, find cheap airfares, cheap hotels, um, getting those credit cards. Then you can get those reward points so you can drive down your airfares, stuff like that. You can just generally find me here. Um, I'm here for you. I'm going to be putting more content up as they come. Going to be working on something on Sunday. Hopefully, I'll get it out on Monday. Um, and I'll just keep pumping out those travel stuff for you guys. And so that way you guys can go out and explore and find your destination at a low price and check out, see if that's for you guys. Still give you that advice and that tips and stuff like that for wherever your travel is going to lead you to.
All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I want to thank everybody that sent the super chat, everybody that hit the like button and supports the channel, and I also want to again thank Global Passport Crew and El Guapo for coming on and sharing their thoughts with us. All right. I am Alex What. My moderator has left the link for the latest music and my travel vlog channel as well. So please be on the lookout for that. And we are out of here, you guys. Deuces.
Peace.
Peace.
Give me a second, guy, because I know everybody like hearing that music at the end. Gotta end it off right, man. I just can't leave you guys. We gotta, because y'all know how we ride out, man.